And a good Saturday evening, Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin City Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. Already seeing a little bit of freezing rain here with this particular weather system and its particular setup. Area low pressure that's way up to the north here. It's headed toward Hudson Bay. It's going to be dragging moisture in toward our neck of the woods, and temperatures here are warm enough along with this frontal boundary to sort of work into the region and cut across mainly the southern counties of Vermont, mostly Bennington and Windham, but a little bit of Rutland as well as into Windsor County. And there may be even some effects of maybe southern Addison County, central Rutland County into parts of Windsor and a little bit of Orange County, where we could see some glazing. But the worst of it looks to be along the Route 9 corridor and points south. And these particular areas right now, if we're going to see increased amounts from here on out from what the models are showing, there could be a little bit more problematic for a little bit of icing issues. Right now it looks like it's a little bit under thresholds, but I'm not confident right now with the increases that we're starting to see, and the trends have been for a little bit more in the way of freezing rain. Now over to the northern areas, are going to see basically kind of a sleety snow, and most pristine snow will be up in the far north area of Vermont. Let's take a look at the computer modeling. On the left-hand side here, we have the European. On the right-hand side, we have the regional gem model, the Canadian. And they're in pretty good agreement. We're looking at a little bit of snow. This is some mixed precipitation or freezing rain. The gem is showing a little bit of sleet. This would be freezing rain. So all of this arrives a little bit before 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and kind of skips areas of central Vermont, a little bit of snow to the north, a little bit more of a mix, especially freezing rain to the south. Then we get into a little bit more snow, and the freezing rain is mostly confined to these areas here. As you can see, the modeling, this is valid about 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. So just working that back, you can see that the Canadian model is indicating more sleet, the freezing rain a little further off to the south. This may be actually a little bit more realistic, but needless to say, we're looking at that potential for some glazing and very nasty travel to the south. However, it's off and on. Looks like we'll see diminishing amounts of precipitation and more some scattered snow showers and maybe even a little mixed rain shower activity, as temperatures will be rising toward about 35 degrees late in the day tomorrow, Sunday. And that may carry over for a time into the evening. And then we get gusty northwest winds with a cold front, and that's going to spread in some scattered mountain snow showers and flurries, but also a gradient wind situation. Max wind gusts are shown here now. This is the European on the left, and this is the wharf on the right at 5 kilometers resolution. A little bit of a gusty wind indicated across the Champlain Valley, more from a south-southwesterly wind, and that's going to be the case during the morning hours tomorrow. But our real wind is ones to worry about here is going to be approaching thresholds once we get into the mid-evening hours. This is valid about 6 o'clock. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is when we start to register some stronger gusts here, greater than 40 miles an hour. And you can see the wind gusts here starting to reach a little more higher speeds. General gust east of the Green Mountains about 35 to 45 is what I'm expecting, and there could be some isolated wind damage. The best chances would be in these particular areas here, northern and southern parts of Vermont. And you can see this is valid through about 04Z. This is 05. That's midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and so forth. We're starting to wind the winds down at that point in time. Let's take a look at the freezing rain. And a quick look at the freezing rain that's going to be incoming. This is valid again about 7 o'clock in the morning. That means it starts early. And we're looking at Bennington, parts of southern Rutland into Windsor County being affected. The GFS on the right-hand side is a little bit later. And so this is now valid 10 o'clock. You can see the rain, freezing rain, or precipitation or rain falling as freezing rain, sub-freezing temperatures. And you can see these amounts are starting to get a little higher. 0.04 of an inch. That's precipitation falling as freezing rain. And that may be mixed with some sleet, so it's hard to say. And then by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this is kind of what it's looking like. And the event is pretty much finished up at that point in time. That's it for now. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.